Alrighty, looks like we're live. I'm gonna be honest, folks. I don't remember a lot of what we did last time. I can't remember what the Y button does. Welcome to the stream, Lastborn. Thanks for the hydrate. How's it going, B? Let's see now. So, I can't get... So, right at the end of last time, I managed to get access to the map here. Which means I've got a lot of information about Norfair. There's something down there at the bottom. I'm guessing that's like a boss or some such. Also, I learned how to do this, which is a super jump, although it takes HP. Trying to remember, because there was some variant of it that let me could do like a super horizontal jump, but I can't quite recall how. Anyway, can I descend here? And I did get a new gun, which I think I've had access to for a while, I just didn't know how to get to it. So, I'm pretty sure those two rooms at the top there that I haven't entered before need the lightning grappling hook or whatever it is. Which means I think I want to go down. What was this room? Anything significant? Nope, just a place to resupply. me super nades. There you are. Wow, that is a terrible drop rate. Anyway. Okay, I guess I have to head to the far end and then circle back. Really? That thing somehow managed to fully block my shot from hitting that guy. Ah, that's what's right there. Also, I did manage to get through that one incredibly deadly room that, had a floor like entirely lined with spikes. Did that really remove the lava for a second there? I can't tell if that's just a visual effect or what. I mean, I guess there's a chance that the way forward is just face tank lava. I have a lot of health, so... to be at full before I try anything along those lines. Close enough. Dang it. Huh. I wish I could look at the rest of the map while I'm in this area. Because I'm not seeing a good way to get through there. Oops. I should have hit A. Oh. Start works too, apparently. Let's see if I can refill on stuff. Come on, give me my ammo. I'll take it. Okay. Face tanking lava is not the way through there. Which means I gotta try someplace else. Because there doesn't seem to be, like, a random breakable block that I can use to get through that space. So that means either finding a way to head to the left here, right? I gotta sprint into this room. I just realized I can get through those now. Which means I can get down here. I love the freeze beam. They have that for people who do exactly what I just did. Welcome to the stream. Oh wait, no. You are already here. I don't need you. I don't need to welcome you all over again. Alright, new area. Well, new place. Not really a new area. New area would be like a new map or something. Oh well. All right. Do I want to go right or left? Or sorry, right or down? I kind of want to go right just because that's a smaller area. I'd like to clear the small area before the big area. But of course, it might wind up leading into like an absolutely massive area. Okay. I don't think I'm getting through that. Which means I wish I could toggle my... I wish I could toggle my weapon. an astonishingly easy fight so far. Wondering if this isn't about HP, but like position. Maybe I just need to push this thing back far enough. Okay, it was about position. But I can't go farther. And like, I can't go back either. Oh. Oh. I was so confused. I thought I was just about to have to fight an undead version. Oh, come on. How did I miss that jump? Okay, so I'm not missing that guy. Refill my supplies. Alright, let's start with getting the save. I don't know how it managed to come back as a zombie, though. Wait, did I just take damage? Hey, more missiles. I gotta be getting close to the maximum missile quantity, right? Can't believe I pulled that off that quickly. Okay, I can't get through there. That hits the ground level? I don't know what I accomplished by sprinting there. I'm assuming that was necessary, because why else would they give me a way to clear a path long enough to sprint? Oh, I know why. Well, I have an idea of one thing that I might be able to do. If I can time stopping for a super jump right there. How do I get through there? There's gotta be something worth finding here. I'm kinda running out of places to look. Is there a good place to heal nearby? I don't think these guys qualify as good for healing. At least there are a bunch of those guys right in a row. I can work with that. I see. That's why it gave me enough room to sprint. Thanks for the thanks for the lunch. Oh, what did I have for lunch? I think it was pizza. It's kind of just a leftovers hodgepodge. Jeez. His health drops have basically vanished. There we go. I wish charged thoughts had, like, penetration. You know, I wish they could pass through other enemies. That would be a really handy thing to have, and as far as I can tell, none of the other enemies can... None of the other weapons can pass through other enemies. There we go. I get up there? So you can't switch to the super jump position in midair. You can't super jump. I don't suppose I can... No, I definitely can't dodge around those little dudes long enough to use them for ice, right? Like, if I got here normally, I might not even know how to double jump yet. So there's no way this is a double jump, or a wall jump puzzle, because wall jump is never required. I learned that online. The thing is, I can actually get past these guys without killing them. I just have to be in ball form. So that's totally a thing that I could do. So I could try to bait them past the wall. In order to use them for ice platforms. I just really don't know if that's what I'm intended to do here. Come on, guys, come after me. I have a new idea. One of those got stuck in the floor somehow, which probably means there's some way to get into the floor that I'm not seeing. So I'm gonna heal up. How did that one get into the floor then? There isn't a way in. I might just Google this. Wait, I just had an idea, and That's probably the correct one. No, I really thought that there would just be a way to get through there. But I was just super jumping in the wrong spot. Maybe I need to search this room a little bit more carefully. Because the mega grenade drops are coming from that little guys down here. So maybe there's something I missed. Alright, I'm Googling it. Bottom left room Norfair. Oh, you're kidding me. Yeah, that's... I'm hesitant to call out something as bad game design because I don't know if it was specified in the game manual, but this is just another example of something that I never would have figured out on my own if I was playing this as Little Umbreon without Google. Alright, watch this. Yep. That's the tech. Never once in my life had enough room for that. Oh, finally, grappling beam. Dang it. I don't understand how to activate that button. Yeah, I have no clue how to activate that button. I can't be bothered to try and figure out what the game won't tell me. So, the trouble is... trouble is, I have no idea how to do this. I guess I can just try all of my other missiles. Okay, it was just that. Oh, I've got full health. I didn't actually realize. Anyway, we're going back down there because I want to make sure there's nothing I missed in that portion of the room. I think I have to wait for one of those... Oh, maybe I can't wait for one of those flying dudes to come back. I don't suppose I can grapple onto the flying dudes. Oh, you're kidding me. That's just a thing regardless of how long you're sprinting? You get a bigger jump from that? Or am I imagining that? I think I'm imagining it. I really thought you could freeze those. I'm just crazy. I wish you could just hit the jump button to let go of those. It would make it so much easier. Welcome to the stream, Rafkin. You're alright. I was late too. Yeah, I really don't know how to get to that top right corner of that room. I'm gonna go ahead and be lazy and just not worry about it for now. And hope that maybe at some point I figure it out. I thought I couldn't do that. I swear I tried to do that. I gotta take my finger off of that trigger too. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I move more slowly when I'm on it. Or maybe it's just a matter of when exactly I let go of the swing. More power bomb? How do I have more power bomb before I have more missile? Anyway, that does mean that I can in fact get through that one room to the top. Which means we're gonna go ahead and do that. Oh my. There are intricacies to this, aren't there? And this is the challenge that I need to learn them for. I don't know what exactly was dealing damage to me is the thing. Was it the fact that I was doing a loop, or... Really? At least they gave me these pillars, which are surprisingly handy as a visual cue for trying to make sure I don't end in lava. Trying being the key word there. Oh, I let go of A too soon. I did save at some point after getting this, right? I mean, it's not that hard to get back to here from the last save point, but... I'd still rather not die. No! It's so hard to hit those. No, what is wrong with me? I keep letting go of the trigger, and so I can't aim diagonal, Which means I'm never gonna hit the thing. What y'all are encountering here is my ongoing struggle against the forces of fairly simple platforming challenges. One of the many reasons I can't really be a speedrunner. I'm trying to learn the timing to get as much distance as possible on my swing, because I think that's the important skill here. I'm probably gonna die before I succeed on this. I was messing around with some stuff there, and I did learn what I was trying to learn. Which is that I can stretch the grapple out. I'm just trying to get a bigger visual. No! I was so close. Why doesn't doing that help me get a clearer visual? And the thing is, I could... Yeah. By the way, in case y'all didn't realize, that's the little auto thing. I guess it's like one full heal, and then it's probably the last thing that the game prioritizes when refilling my health. No! Yes! Finally! Let me go. I'm getting back to the top of the room before I even try to heal. I want to save. Okay, now I can use these guys to get back to full. I do love the big laser as well. It's so handy. You don't think missiles gets up to 100? I see, so hang on. As soon as I got back to full health, I got auto back, which means that refills when you hit full health. I was wondering what the criteria was. Now I know. The question is, will there be another round with the zombie dino? It doesn't look like it. Why am I incompetent? Samus got hops. All right. It's an You know, one thing I haven't commented on is that it is a really interesting choice that, at least so far, the game hasn't given me a double jump. Instead, it gave me a high jump. Most platformers like to go for the double jump. There's a little bit more variety, but I would say that the high jump has a little bit higher skill ceiling. Just because you have to more precisely control the jump heights. What? How did that not hit? Okay, I'm gonna go hit up that save point. Then I want to see if now that I have the electric thing, I can get... Actually, I might not hit up that save point. I might skip the save point. And just pass through that room. Because I can't remember how to get to that other... I can't remember which wall the entrance to that room I haven't explored is in. Okay, so I have to approach from below. But I can't approach from below because this is probably closed on me. Alright then, time to go. Time to go perish. Where's the nearest pool of lava? Because it will genuinely save me time to die rather than repeat that little tiny challenge rather than heading back. Actually, you know what? Okay, I'll be reckless with my health here. Oh, that was slick. I can't remember how you get into that corner of the room. I'm pretty sure I've done whatever you're supposed to do there. I just can't remember how to get there. Hey! Maybe you just get to it on the other side or something. This room. You know what? I've gone far enough that... like, I'm gonna have to backtrack through here anyway if I want to get that one thing, so... we're just gonna save a little bit of time here. Holy crap, I've got a lot of health. Really slow to death warp at this level. There's no other way to bounce me back to my save point as far as I can tell. Alright, I'm pretty sure I have to redo one thing, because I don't know if I save after getting the missile in the top left of the room up and left from here. Yeah, I don't think I did. I wonder if there are enemies with specific weaknesses to electricity. Alright. Now we can drop another save.
so I don't have to repeat that. Wait, so was that just a shortcut? There was nothing actually there? That feels like such a waste of an area. Like, surely, there's gotta be something. That's the most useless shortcut I can think of. Because you know where I want to go immediately after doing that? Back to where I got to this shortcut from. I guess hang on. There is a small chance that this is a permanent door. I doubt it, but we'll check so I know for sure. If nothing else, I could have used it for a free refill. But yeah, that is a garbage shortcut. Like, holy crap, in a game that could use more shortcuts, they just put one in that's completely useless. Alright, let's descend into the depths. I'm gonna get a new save point. Went to all that extra effort to get that path too, just to find out that it's a shortcut with nothing useful or interesting about it. Wait, why is this putting me back here? I have to do a totally different loop in order to get to that save point. Is there anything interesting in here? Oh, right. Resupply. Really? Why can't I... No, I think I go to that far right room first. I think this room I needed the grapple. hate you all. Not you, chat. Really? Why am I so bad at platforming? I've played so many platforming games in my life and I'm still terrible at it. You see what I mean? And now I'm at the point where I'm just getting impatient. How do I make that jump? Dang it. Spikes deal so much damage in this game, too. Of course. want to wave at enemies. I want to kill them. Is that even helpful? That feels arguably worse than what I already had. Anyway. Maybe it deals extra damage or something. Okay, it deals extra damage, that's fine. Well, I messed up, but I'm dropping a save anyway, so I don't have to redo that one room. The fact that it puts you so far back when you screw up that room is just evil. Okay. Yeah, I thought I had found the way through here before. I'm pretty sure it just gave me some upgrade or something. Well, time to do that entire loop again for one extra chance at that. Okay, the loop isn't actually that bad. I can do this pretty easily. Oh, and there's this place to help me heal up and resupply and stuff. I can't believe I could actually stand on top of that, well, get on top of that space. I knew I could stand on top of it, but getting up there I wasn't so sure about. Tragically, there isn't a save room on this side of the gap, or I would absolutely take it. It's so weird that the lava vanishes in some of these scenarios. I think it's just... If I had to guess, I would say there are only a few layers to the... to the room's textures. Like, there's the background layer, the middle layer, and the foreground layer. And when you use, like, a mega bomb, or when a banner pops up, I'm guessing it takes up the foreground layer, which means it removes whatever else might be taking up the foreground layer visually. In this case, the... whatchamacallit. The lava. Alright. Alright, now we go after... I'm gonna loot back and... Can I loot back and save? Because I absolutely want to save after getting that, but I didn't. I think I can loot back and save through here somehow. Yes, I can. Okay. I have to sprint through some walls. I didn't mean to jump while doing that. I guess I can save here. I don't need to be in that space up above. It's probably easier, to be honest. I always forget that once you're in the super sprint, you don't have to keep holding the button to stay in the super sprint. All right. Wait, I already know that I can't get through this yet. I kind of forgot. I think that might be Ridley's face, in which case maybe this is like the path to it's definitely the path to a boss. I just don't know exactly what the deal is. Alright, so we gotta head to somewhere else. I do love the freeze ray. I've said that before and I'll say it again. It's a fun ability to have. There are times when I wish I could toggle it off because I don't always want to turn enemies into blocks that might impede my movement, but in the grand scheme of things, I would rather have it than not, for sure, because it is the best way to deal with some really annoying opponents. Anyway, yeah, we've pretty thoroughly cleared this area. Which means now we're gonna head back up. Because I don't think we can get through that next area until we have the ability to seemingly swim in lava. That seems to be the play there. Okay, I've already cleared everything off to the right here. That room, however, is where I can get the X-ray goggles. And now that I've got the electric swingy thing, the electric grapple, it should be a lot more manageable. And it's just that easy. I want it remembered that I did manage to get to the far end of this room before. I just didn't manage to get through. I couldn't manage to get back because I hadn't saved enough health. And there wasn't a good way to farm health. Oh, right. I reasonably, I think, assume that this is a useless ability in speedruns, but for a casual such as myself, yay! Wasn't even holding the right weapon to do my freeze fall strat. I say strat, it really is just... I really just spam as I ascend. Alright, where to next? Oh, right, it's a back door. Which means if I want to go that way, I do have to go through this path. Hello, new bridge. It has been a while. know how I managed to not hit that. Alright, apparently I can't backtrack through here. Maybe that one block was where I managed to shift into hyperspeed and... That's how I got through there. Alright. Leaving the depths. Heading back toward the surface slightly. At least slightly. I'm gonna double check these dead ends, make sure I haven't make sure I've got everything from them. Really? That looked way more slick than it should have because I really just mostly did that by accident. I'm pretty sure this one was just fall through the floor, get a upgrade. Alright, we got criteria. I am gonna feel really powerful going back through some of these areas. Like, there's no way that upper area doesn't have something for me. I'm not going to worry too much about the upper area for now. I'll do some investigating with the X-ray specs. If I can do basic platforming with the basic platforming. Yeah, there's probably some path from that area then. I keep hitting the wrong button. I keep opening my map when I'm trying to change weapons. Alright, let's get our full heal. And then head back into the wrecked ship. Oh, the change in textures on those things at the top meant they were going to, like, break or something. Aha. Unfortunately, I think that's got to be a back entrance because I don't think I can bomb jump here. Thanks for the hydrate, last one. Give me a sec.
I'm trying to see what I might be missing. Okay, so those do break if you're on them too long. I don't think there's gonna be anything up above them, because I seriously can't picture a scenario where I'd be able to get above them. Did I already do the hydrate? I'll double check. I did this like first try before. I hit the button! Where was my grapple? It was worth a try. Really? I am dumb. I'm trying to master the time for chaining those quickly because dang it. Because dang it. What the? How did I get into a flip that quickly? No. I was trying to see if I could climb the wall with wall jumps. I don't think I should try though, because that door was pretty obviously locked. You know what game I should try at some point that I'll be wildly frustrated by and kinda hate, but will probably have at least a grudging respect for by the end? The Adventure of Link. I thought those bugs were going to attack me. Save point and or map room? Save point, I'll take it. Wait, does this just not have power or something? Huh. It's not letting me save. Do these hurt? No, they don't. You may question my method for finding out whether those hurt, but in my defense... How else was I supposed to find out? Aha. I feel like that even gave a little visual indicator there with how cracked it was. Space ghosts, no one invited you. And you may say, but Umbreon, this is their home. You entered it. And to that I say, still, no one invited them.
I really thought I wasn't going to be able to get that, and that was going to annoy me. Okay, both doors are locked. Which means this isn't where we want to be right now. So there were no other enemies, and I checked all of the walls. Die, space ghosts. Seriously, why can't I use the save room, though? Interestingly, I imagine the platforming in here is pretty straightforward because you can make a platform anywhere you wanted using that thing. As long as you could be standing in the correct spot when it appears, you can freeze it and boom, platform. Aha. See, this is why I'm obsessively looking around myself. Although I don't know why sometimes it just spawns out of bounds underground. Wow, lots of stuff to break here. Give me a map or the engine room or something. Like, there's definitely stuff back here, but I can't get to most of it. I actually kind of like that this is on the sprint button, because it's a reminder to slow down when I'm stuck instead of speed up. Like, there's gotta be some sort of power source that I have to activate. It's the only reason I can think of that the save room wouldn't be working. Like, the doors could be locked for any number of reasons, but the save room doesn't really make a ton of sense unless there's a way to activate it. I can shoot I can just shoot. I don't know how to dodge that, like, at all. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea how to dodge that sweeping attack. Oh my gosh, that put me so far back. I hate you. I mean, most of it's just gonna be a sprint. But I lost so much map data. What? I wonder if this room becomes dangerous when you have the power on. Because even someone as awful at platformers as I am isn't getting hit. Okay, so there was a boss over there. There's a map room there, but I can't access it yet. Gotcha. Sorry, I'm waiting for the space ghost to show up. Does it not show up in this area? The only thing I can think of for that sweeping thing is to set one of the mega grenades. Why is that not dodging it? How do you dodge that attack? Like, genuinely, I can't see any way to do it. Hang on, I think I might have a way to do it now. So I think I figured out how to do it right at the end. Right before it became no longer an issue because he died. So it was a repeating pattern. That much I had figured out, where the flames sweep along one direction and then they reverse and sweep along the other. I think if you get the side with the leading edge, you can jump over it. I think. I am basing this off of no experience, just purely a hunch. Because I couldn't really test it all that well, because my reaction time is garbage. Does that hurt me? Yes, it does. Classic. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to deal with you for the moment. I just want to make my way to the safe room. Once I've saved, I'm down. This is not the save room. This is the save room. And then I'll backtrack to that heal room. Hi guys. Oh no, it's the map. Dang it, I thought I had a heal room there, but... I don't know what those walking guys are up to. Other than, you know, just walking. Right, there was a room over there. I'm hoping that knocking it down there will make it go into the spikes. And that if it goes into the spikes... Oh, there was probably something on the far end there, I just realized. That's kind of the obvious implication there. Yeah, there it is. Right, I already found that. More super missile. I'll take it, especially because those things seem surprisingly hard to come by. Those upgrades in particular. I'm guessing it's because they do good damage. Like they're made for combat as much as... as much as progressing through the map. Okay, maybe this is an energy room? No, it's another super missile. Why am I getting so many of these all of a sudden? That's kind of worrying. It makes me feel like it's saying like, you're gonna need a lot of these fairly soon. Oh boy, okay, I'm just gonna go back and forth here for a sec. I won't get to full health, but maybe like 2 full bars of energy, getting to bar 3. Trouble is that I don't seem to have found a good place to... I don't seem to have found a good place to find health in this area. I mean, these guys give 20 every time. So at least there's that. Alright, another heal. I've picked up 2 upgrades since... or another save. I've picked up 2 upgrades since my last one. Oh, I'm probably gonna need missile. Alright, doesn't look like there's anything right there. Oh, nice. Just give me the look around ability. I don't want to fly blind every time I jump on this minuscule screen. We're going for a ride, peoples. Okay, we've got a good farming spot, finally. I missed the 5 spawners. You could just get to full in like 8 seconds. You know, the reason I was so late to stream today was because I took a nap after I got home from work, and it was a very hearty nap. Honestly, I really needed it. But I had this really weird, like, absurdly detailed dream about getting into a car accident and seeing people driving like complete morons. It was such a strange dream, because, like, it was so detailed. I mean, the details of the accident, like, what the spacing was, so many things. I feel like this is what I was supposed to find, but at the same time, I kind of want to backtrack and figure out what I missed higher up. And of course, they left a nifty little way to fall back to. Dang it! You piece of crap. I still don't know how to get through. I still don't know how to get into that. Maybe I sink really slowly in ball form. Okay, I gotta give myself time for the full swing. That guy really just take 40 health off me? Holy crap. Alright. Well, I finished that challenge. I should save so I don't lose that progress if I randomly die or go forever without a save point and forget that I've gotten progress and then randomly die. Weirdly enough, those are, in my brain at least, two different situations. Okay. Okay, this is a thing, apparently.
Can't be bothered to switch back to the sprint option. Okay, well, at least this gives me a bit of a preview for whenever I get in through... Oh, I see what this is telling me. I need to do a high jump from somewhere down below. See, now that one's clever. Some of these puzzles are just bash your head against every wall you come across until you find the one that breaks. And those are kind of lame, if we're being real here. But... some of them like that are genuinely clever. So what I'm thinking is that I might need to get the ability from the room up above and bring it down here somehow. Googling. I can't be bothered to figure out some of these things with
Empty Chozo statue Super Metroid. Wait, seriously? I did that. I already did that. How long do I have to just sit there? So it didn't work before, but did this time? What the crap? I did that. Like, yes, that was the obvious solution, and so naturally it is the solution that I went for. Okay, and that's the way out. Gravity suit. Wait a second. What's going on here? Okay, I want to see where this puts me. Dang it. I shouldn't have wanted to see where that puts me. Oh, I can jump underwater. I can play normal gravity while underwater. Which means now I can get in here. That's the thing, I totally did the thing that I needed to do to progress. But apparently, I'm guessing I had to be standing on its hand when I became the ball, but I turned into a ball and I guess rolled onto its hand, and so it hated me deeply and without quarter or allowance. It's like, no, you can't roll onto my hand. You must become the ball on my hand. It's the only thing I can think of that it could be, because... Okay, this part I actually do. Okay. There was a chance that that was the area it needed to be, but no, I need to go higher. Also, save the gravity suit. I don't know if this affects me out of the water, though. I'm guessing it just allows me to jump normally underwater. Anyway, I have to backtrack now. Alright, this is an area. that I shoot every time I pass through the tunnel below. I just want to double check. Okay, apparently it just didn't like my positioning because you have to pass over an exact point that I somehow managed to miss every time. There's a reason I'm doing this, by the way. I'm not just having it carry me for the fun of it. I would say it's kind of fun, but the fact that I just kind of have to watch this does cut some of the fun out. Hey, that solution I was looking at before, it's actually gonna work now. You can push them onto spikes. Like, it doesn't kill them, but it is helpful. No, wrong button. Tricky to time. Okay, it's just... I hate you. I hate your guts. Another reserve tank. Wait, so I have 2 of that now? Because that's the thing that auto refills. can't take me back out of there. Okay, and it is gonna dump me off a cliff again. There. Alright, we got all of the stuff out there. Now we can go for the upper portion of that space. I don't even think I need that first ring. I just need a way to get up to that guy. Oh wait, that is the first one. There we go. Oh, if I had missed that, I was gonna be pissed. Okay, hang on. Maybe those guys are just a red herring. There doesn't seem to be anything over there, so unless there's something that this guy gives me access to over on the other end, I don't know if there's any reason to ride on them. There is. No! Okay. I move faster than it does, and it is coming over this way. So all I gotta do is wait for it to show up. I hope all I have to do is touch that thing. Maybe I have to shoot it? Trouble is, a lot of things in this game just don't exist if they're not on screen. Which is why that other one isn't keeping up with this. Because it's not on screen at the moment, so it's just kind of frozen. Oh, thank goodness, I almost missed it. Alright. Now that we have that... I wonder if you can actually get that thing with like a super jump. I feel like you probably could. Alright. New room. There is that stuff down there as well. Hang on. I might need to go into that
We got another of those. In hindsight, I definitely could have just... I definitely could have just run through that first. What am I saying? I could have shot the first little dude from the starting point. I'm fairly certain. I should have checked the map here. Okay. I know where I gotta go now. Yeah, I don't know why this guy is only here when I pass through, but not when I'm up top. I don't know if I actually have to do this again. I probably could have just gone all the way to the ground. Yeah, I definitely could have. Oh well. In that case, this is a convenient bathroom break. Enjoy the ride on the Chozo's hand, folks.
Alright, I'm back. Okay. Let's drop a save and then explore the rest of this ship. Yeah, I don't know how that room was supposed to be done. It wasn't how I did it. I'm pretty confident there. Dang it. Well, it makes part of the door disappear. I don't know why that's a thing. Dang it. I see. I've got to wait for it to sink a little bit because if I don't... I can't get a high enough jump to land on those things. I actually need to be jumping from lower down to make that work. Why no health? There we go. Wow, that is a lot of energy tanks. You want to maybe take me out of here? I'm guessing there's one more energy tank, or there might be an entire extra line of them. Those are the two options that I see here. Okay, new area. Well, new section of the area. I pointed the wrong way, but it worked out. Nice. Alright. See what I mean? Those things were left at the height that they were at when I got off of them because I got them off screen very quickly. I'm up to 95 shots of... missiles. At this point, I should probably just be using the missiles instead of my regular shots for combat. Really? Another entire vertical corridor with no secrets? What in the world is happening? What game am I playing all of a sudden? Can't be Metroid. I see. I'm guessing this is a go out the bottom and then we'll come back in the top type of room. And I guess we could have gotten through the top, maybe, but we'll circle back. If we don't naturally wind up in the area we're going for, we'll come back this way eventually. Alright, down to a new area or just Norfair again or something. Meridia. Alright, you know what? That's about 4 hours of streaming, and we've reached a brand new area that we've never been to before. I think that's as good a place as any to call it. Alright, folks, thanks for joining. I will be streaming tomorrow. That is a promise. Unless, you know, I fall extremely ill or get hit by a bus or something. But in the meantime, I appreciate y'all. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Later, folks. Bye. So long. Peace out. Later.